All right, here we are for game number 2 at Jackie Riley Softball Complex in Prescott, Wisconsin. Game number 2 of the Prescott Cardinals versus the River Falls Wildcats. We have Izzy Matzik leading off for Prescott. Matzik shows the bunt, pulls it back for ball 1. Matzik takes a strike. 1-1 to Matzik now. We got a new pitcher in here for River Falls. Matzik follows that ball up and over the backstop. Ball bounces in front of the plate. 2-2 now to Matzik. Matzik swings and she gets her out. Grounds that first one foul. And she follows that one out of play too. Temmer's behind in the count, 0-2. And she swings that one's going to fall in between second and center. That's going to be a single for Temers. Maddie Miller up to bat now. Runner on first, 1 out. Oh, nice line drive straight up the middle at center field. Temers moves to 3, gets the ball to the cut. Miller advances that runner to third. We got runners on first and third. Liz Roll up to bat. Oh, Liz rockets that one at third base. It was too much for her to handle, in and out of her glove. Roll's going to get the RBI single. Grace Franco up to bat now. Runners on first and second. 1 out. Franco just a little behind that one, and underneath it, she fouls it off. It's going to be 0-1. Nice hard hit in between short and third. That's going to score a run. Runners advance on the throw being cut at by the pitcher. Franco now at second with Liz Roll at third. Finley McGee now up to bat. Up and over her head. Roll is going to take for home. She slides and she is safe. Franco makes her way over to third. One out here to Finley McGee with a runner on third. That was a beautiful pitch. Well, we're not sure what the count is because the scoreboard just completely blanked out here. A little ahead of that one. It's for sure 2 strikes, I can tell you that. Pop that one up to center. She catches it. Runner is taken, throw to home, and it is too late. She is safe at home, so Grace Franco will score on the sac fly from Finley McGee. 4 runs now for the Prescott Cardinals. Yep. What was it? Number 8, Leah French coming into the game now. 1 out, and she rockets that one into center field. They're going to hold her at first, depending on this throw here, yep. And they hold Leah French at first for a single. Sieben up to bat now. Looks like they are going to swap in a runner for French. And Adeline Rabel is going to run for French at first. So we got 1 out, runner on first. Evelyn Sieben is up to bat. Ball just missed low. Ball 1. 2 outs, runner on first. 1-0 to Sieben. Didn't I just say that? Sieben pops that one up to the third base, and she catches it in foul territory for out number 3. So it'll be 4 runs for the Prescott Cardinal in the top of the first. Wildcats coming up to bat. Looks like we're going to have Liz Roll pitching here.
Yeah. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, no.
Isn't it?
No.
Oh, sorry. No, that is not Liz Roll. Thank you, Maddie Hildebrand. I keep having people block them as they're like turning. I can't get their numbers. Go back. Oh, gosh. The wind kicks up and it just gets you. First pitch is a ball down low in the dirt. Got Maddie Hildebrandt pitching now. Another low ball. Lob leading it off again for the Wildcats with a nice stretch there at first to save the play. They get Lob out at first. She might feel that one tomorrow. And Benson coming up to bat. Looks like they might roll with the same lineup as last time. And she gets her to chase that low ball with a grounder to second. Gets her out at first. It's a 1-2 so far for the Prescott Cardinals. Number 3, Amadon, coming up to bat with 2 outs for the Wildcats. And she rips that one fair right up the first baseline. They are going to hold her at first there. Some nice throw from Steven to first. And she fouls that one off. 0-1 with 2 outs. One and 2 now. And nice hard grounder over to short. Fielder's choice over to first, and she gets her out. Holland to no runs at the bottom of the first. Prescott will lead off the top of the second inning up 4-0.
So if you want to do positions, Massey's at second.
Oops.
I don't know, I think so. French is catching.
First, right? French is catching?
Yep.
I was playing third.
Stevens in right field.
Okay, where was Frankel playing? Oh, left. I didn't see where Finley and McGee was playing.
Oh,
Center?
Steven was playing right.
No, Steven's playing right.
Yeah.
I'm talking about McGee. She's in center.
Either first or left.
Right. Taylor's out. Hildebrandt's pitching. Somebody's pulling my thing.
Number 6 for River Falls is in right.
Pitching is Brinley Gehring up to bat now. That one is high. Count is 2-1. And a high fly ball. It's going to be trouble for the shortstop and center fielder. That one drops. Brinley's going to be safe at first. And back to the top of the order is Izzy Matzik. And another high fly ball over to right. That one is down on the ground. Gehring's going to make it to third. Matzik stands on 2. So that's going to be a double for Matzik. Foul ball there. Temmer's now up to the plate here. Runners on second and third, no outs. Count is 0-1. It was a good eye there. That ball is a little high. 1-1 now. Ball low and in the dirt. Runners don't advance. That was a nice stop by the catcher back there. Pulled that one foul, a little ahead of it. Two and 2 to Temers. Over her head, full count now. Matzik at second and Gehring at third with no outs, full count here. See what Temers can do. Oh, high pop up over to third base in foul territory. She catches that one. It's going to be an out for Temers. And she is called. Miller is called out at first on the throw. Gehring will score and Matzik will move to third. We got Liz Roll up to the plate here. 2 outs. Matzik sitting over at third. See if she can get this RBI here. Because they are guests. And high pop fly ball. Hopefully this gets out of play. Trouble for the third baseman. She misses that ball. Roll's got life here. Because it's a doubleheader. Their home team first and then away team second game. So 0-2 here to Roll with 2 outs. Runner on third. Fouls another one off. 0-2 to Roll here. Cardinals lead the Wildcats 5-0 in this second inning. And another pop fly. That one is short. Catcher misses it. Goes off her foot. Ball is in play. Roll's going to take second. That was good heads up base running. I think I'm going to have to score that one in E1. And that is a high pop ball. Center field. That one is caught. Roll will get the RBI. Prescott will score 2 more runs in that inning, leading the Wildcats 6-0 going into the bottom of the second inning. Brinley's in center. And that is a little blooper over to second. Gets her out. Another grounder to second. Gets her out. 2 outs now. Maxick just gets her with that little blooper over to first with a flip over to Maxick. And that'll do it for the Wildcats. Prescott still leading 6-0 going into the top of the third.
Should put number 2 in.
left off with?
I got something.
We left off with 2, right?
Huh?
I think we left off with 2. I think Rebecca's coming in for Finley. Yay, Rebecca!
She might be like the floating player like Brendan was last game.
So we have number 13, Rebecca Hines, coming up here to bat. Our lovely Rebecca. I'm excited. I get to see her hit. And that's going to be a base hit for Rebecca. Little blooper in between left field and the shortstop and third baseman. Leah French now up to bat here. And pop fly ball, short. That's going to be short. Nobody covering second, so Rebecca will be pretty safe there. It's going to be a single for Leah French. Runners on first and second now, no outs. So this should be number 7, Emily Steven coming up to bat. And she'll take that first one for a strike. Steven lines that one straight to the left fielder. Runners will have to go back. That was a good hard hit, just straight to her. So that's 1 out here for the Prescott Cardinals. Runners on first and second. High ball there, 1-0. And Goring will be hitting here for Hildebrandt. One and one here. And takes that one ball inside. Two and one now to Goring. Ball is high. 3-1. Runners on first and second. 1 out. In the ground. Goring's going to take that one for a walk. Runners will advance. Bases loaded now here for the top of the order. Going to Izzy Matzik. So 1 out now for Izzy Matzik with the bases loaded. That one is low for a ball. Ooh, a little high, but he called that one a strike. Matzik will take that for a high strike. 1-1, bases loaded. 1 out. And Izzy grounds that one up the middle. 2 runs are going to score. They're going to hold Gehring at third and Matzik at first. So it's going to be a 2 RBI single for Matzik. Just knocks that one foul up the third baseline. Temmer's looking for a hit here. We got runners on first and third. 1 out. That was a good eye there. Temmer's takes that ball high. One and one now with 1 out. Another ball high. 2-1 now to Temers. Another foul ball down the left field line. Just out of play there. That'll make it 2-2 for Temers with 1 out and runners on first and third. And that one's going to be a base hit with a grounder right in between the shortstop and third baseman. Gehring will score. Matzik moves to second. That will give Temers an RBI single. Maddie Miller now here, up to bat. She takes that first one for a ball. It's 1-0 with 1 out. Another one in the dirt. Runners will advance on that overthrow. Matzik now at third and Temers at second. Maddie ahead in the count, 2-0. Ooh, that was a good pitch. Temers saw it. She thought about it. Took that one for a strike, though. 2-1 now to Temers, 1 out. Sorry, Temers. What am I talking about? This is Maddie Miller. And she's going to run home on that. Throw is on the wrong side of the plate, and she's going to come across the plate. So Maddie will be out on that, but she will get the RBI with Matzik moving over. Temers moving over to third. Matzik's going to score. Little ahead of that one for Liz Roll. She's going to foul that one off for her first strike. Liz Roll last time popped up to the pitcher. And way over her head, but the catcher's going to hold on to that one. Keep Temmers at third. 1-1 now to roll with 2 outs. And another pop fly. This one to the shortstop. And she has trouble with it again. That's going to be another error in and out of her glove. So Roll will be safe at first with Matzik scoring that run on that error from the shortstop. Franco now up to bat for the Cardinals. Just rips a line drive over the second baseman's head, and that's going to advance Roll to third. Give Franco the opportunity to move to second, so that's going to be a double for Franco. All right, Rebecca Hines back in the game to bat. She's got 2 outs, runners on second and third. She takes that first one for a ball. Hit just a blooper last time over the third baseman's head. And she got a piece of that one too. Right fielder makes the play. She's able to catch that for out number 3. Prescott scoring another 5 runs this inning, leading the Wildcats 11-0 going into the bottom of the third inning. So we'll have Benson leading it off for the Wildcats next inning. I think now would be a great time to take the opportunity to thank our sponsors for the game today and to thank my cameraman Chris Hove here. I am Heather Hove. I apologize if I forgot to introduce myself at the beginning of this game as we just finished our first game. I am Heather Hove doing your announcing today. Chris Hove is on our camera. It's just the 2 of us skeleton crew here at the softball game. And you can tune into Channel 6, which is our live sports and sports replay channel. That's where you will catch this game. And also Channel 18 is our live City Council, Planning Commission, and locally produced Around Town features. For our Booster Club thank yous, I'd like to thank Surround House Chevrolet, over 89 years of service to Prescott. Also Croy Insurance Agency, First National Bank of River Falls and Prescott, Heart, Hands, and Mind Child Care, Helmer Printing in Ellsworth, Prescott Family Dental, Patax IGA, serving Prescott since 1912, PC Bonkers, River City Stitch, Vision Source Prescott, we are your hometown eye care practice, Wisconsin Credit Union, inspiring better, and all of our cable and NFHS subscribers. Thank you. So that's going to be a ground ball over to the second baseman, and Heinz is in playing first now. Oh, that one's going to be a foul ball right over to us here in the trees. And a grounder back to Hildebrandt, who will throw over to Hines at first and get their second out. Luby now up to bat, pitcher in the first game. Beautiful pitch there for Hildebrandt, strike number 1. 0-1 to Luby. Oh, roll just misses that one. She grounds it in between third and short, and that will be a single for Lobby. Bengtson now up to bat. And she grounds that one to second. They're going to go over to first for an almost 1-2-3 inning. Able to hold the Wildcats here, no runs, leading 11-0 going into the top of the fourth inning. Looks like Leah French will lead us off here. Last time she got a single right up the middle, so we'll see what she can do at this at-bat. And we have a pitching change for the Wildcats. Looks like number 3, Amadon, is going to take the mound. And Wilson's going to move over to first. I have 17. Can you see their numbers? I can't see any of the other numbers. We're second. I didn't even have her on the roster for the first game. 12. That one. I like the catcher. Can you see the catcher's number? Or 18?
8 maybe?
I think, no, 20 something, I don't know. All right, Leah French leading off for the Prescott Cardinals. Takes that first one high and outside. Another outside pitch, ball 2. 2-0 now to French. And another ball, 3-0 now, way ahead in the count. Guessing coach is going to tell her to take a look at this one. And she does, and that's a walk. Evelyn Sieben now up to the plate. And they're going to get a runner here for Leah French over at first. Rabel is going to run for French. And she takes that one high and over her head. Can even do pinch runner. I'll show you. I tapped her at first base. Pinch runner.
Oh, it's courtesy runner though. It's courtesy runner. You don't want to take her out.
The Wildcats taking a little conference here out at the mound. Had to regroup, talk some things over. Sieben at the plate, 2 balls. No strikes. No strikes yet here for Amadon. Nope. 2 straight walks here. Amadon just needs to find her groove here. She'll get it. Brinley Gehring now up to bat. Runners on first and second with no outs. All right. She got her first strike. 0-1 to Gehring. Gehring also took a walk last time. And Rabel gets a stolen base over at third. And that's ground ball over to third. They're going to take their throw to first. And first baseman gets she had a nice stretch there, scoops it up. Gets Gehring out. Sieben will advance to second. And Rabel scores from third. Okay. Oh, this might be Gehring. Is it number 9? Richter. Megan Richter now up to bat. Swing and a miss there. 1-2 to Richter. Yeah, 1 out with the runner on second. Sieben standing over there on second with Megan Richter up to bat. High and outside. 2-2 now to Richter. Low and outside. Sieben will take third. One out, counts 2-2. Low and outside. Sieben's not going to take that one. But Richter will take the walk. Taylor Graff coming back in the game now. She's going to be replacing Ariana Temmers. Do they have a run rule 15 after 3 still? I thought I read it changed to like 18.
15 after 4.
Oh, 4, yeah. And takes out one outside, ball 1. 10 after 5. Graff takes another ball here. I'm a little surprised they don't have Richter stealing second. There's a called strike. 2-1 to Taylor Graff. And there's a base hit up the middle. That's going to score 1 run. They're going to hold Richter at second. Maddie Miller now here, up to bat. Last couple times she went straight to the shortstop. third baseman. Runners on first and second. Still one out. And same thing, grounder to shortstop. She's going to flip it over to third to get that lead runner. 2 outs now. Runners on first and second with Liz Roll up to bat. Liz Roll takes that first one for a strike, 0-1. 2 outs here for Liz Roll. Runners on first and second. We got Maddie Miller on first and Taylor Graft at second. And there we go, line rip right up the middle. That's going to score Graff. Miller's going to make it to 3. Ball's cut off by the pitcher. Roll will be held at first. All right, Reeder coming into the game replacing Franco. We've got 2 outs with runners on first and third. We've got Liz Roll at first and Maddie Miller over at third. Takes that first pitch for a ball up over her head. And there's a ground ball over to short. She's going to take the force out at second. So that'll do it for the Cardinals in the fourth inning. Going into the bottom of the fourth inning here, Prescott leading over River Falls 13-0. We'll have Torres up to bat first. Actually, that's not correct. My River Falls lineup is all messed up, so I have no idea who's up to bat, but I do know in what order they bat. So it looks like we still got Hines over at first. Graff will come in for Maddie Matzik at second and take over at second there. And then it looks like we have Richter at shortstop and Liz Roll still at third. And looks like Ryder's going to be playing out in left. All right, leading it off for the Wildcats is number 3, Amadon. Just came into the game to pitch. And she chases that one low. Hildebrandt working ahead in her count. 0-2 here. That was a good pitch. Chased it the last couple of times. And, ooh, that pitch looked good, but they called it a ball. Now we got 2-2. And that's going to be another strike with a foul down the first baseline. I'm connected or I would have got it for you, Rebecca. And Hildebrandt fills up the count 3-2. No outs to the leadoff batter, Amadon. And that one's in the dirt, so she'll take that walk. Hopefully French grabs that ball so she can't take an extra base. There we go. Schwantz now up to bat. She is swinging away. Fouled that one off for a strike. And she follows that one off her foot. That's going to hurt. 0-2. No outs. Wildcats looking to score, so they don't get shut out in this game. They came off the first game leading with their bats. Seem to be a little more cautious this game. 2-2 now. And follows that one back up over the backstop. Ooh. Rise ball for a ball there. Full count now. Runner's going to be going on the pitch. No outs. Or she's not. That one's a foul ball. It's going to just make it over the backstop. Out of fair territory. Hildebrandt just misses with that rise ball. She's going to walk her. It's going to leave Torres with runners on first and second with no outs. Wow. I have no idea what was wrong with that pitch, but it's a ball. That one looked really good. Hildebrandt's doing a great job of working those corners and working that zone. That one's low, but she chases it, follows it off. One and one to Torres. No outs here in the bottom of the fourth with runners on first and second. And that one's going to be a high fly pop ball over to second base. Taylor Graff gets that catch and holds the runners. It's a great job by Hildebrandt. Good pitching. So now we have Cole up to bat with one out and runners on first and second. That ball's low in the dirt. French is able to stop it. Count is 1-1. And we'll take a brief little timeout here to let the batter confer with her coach. Looks like we'll take an injury timeout. That ball go off her foot or something? Prescott will go ahead and gather at the mound while we're taking an injury timeout here. Looks like we might be swapping Cole out. Well, it looks like Cole's going to take the bench. Number 18 coming into play for Cole. All right, 18 coming into the game here. Looks like our last girl got injured somehow, but unable to determine how that happened. That one's in the dirt. She's going to keep that count, so we're still at 2-1. Another one in the dirt. Great stop by French. 3-1 now. Runners on first and second with one out. There it is. And that's going to be a short little grounder over to first. Rebecca flips it over to Taylor, and they get her out at first. That's going to advance the runners still. Runners on second and third with two outs now. That one's going to be high and outside. Ball one. That one's going to be a short popper. And she gets her out. So it looks like Rebecca Hines is going to start us off in this inning. Prescott Cardinals leading over the Wildcats 13-0 going into the top of the fifth inning. If the Cardinals are able to hold the Wildcats through the end of the fifth inning, that should be it for this game as well. Same pitcher as last time or new pitcher?
3 playing slug to the left. Who's on the 3 and
Oh, it is Amadon still. Okay. Where's she going?
10 for 2.
10 for 2.
Don't have another 10, huh?
All right, Hines leading it off here for the Cardinals in the top of the fifth inning. She went to both sides of the field. First time hitting it up over between shortstop and third, and the second time hitting it out to right field. So we'll see what she does here. Takes that first one for a ball. Same with the second, 2-0. A little ahead of that one. Swing and a miss. Seemed more just like an off speed rather than an actual changeup. Takes that fastball outside for ball 3. 3-1 to Hines. And short pop fly ball right in front of the right field. That's going to be another single for Hines. What? Trench. Leah French up to bat now. 1-0 to French. Swing and a miss. 1-1 now. Ball is outside. Throwback to first. Not a great throwback. That one's going to be trouble. Ball is down. Pop fly between short and left. Neither one can make a play on the ball, and she's going to get a single. Moves Heinz over to second. Evelyn Sieben now up to bat. Count is 1-0. No outs here. Oh, Sieben rocks that one. Left fielder's on it, but she can't get there in time. Ball is back to the fence. Heinz is going to score. French moves to third, and Sieben gets the double. RBI double. Now it's Brinley Gehring's turn. Still no outs. Takes that one for ball one. French is at third. Stevens at second. No outs. Count is 1-0. And hit by a pitch there. That's going to send Gehring down to first. And Megan Richter now up to bat. She's going to line that one out to right, and the ball is down and behind her. Right field misses the ball. Ball goes back to the fence. Center field's backing up. She gets the throw in, and that is going to hold Richter up at third and score the rest of the runs. So that is a 3 RBI triple for Richter. Prescott now leading River Falls 18-0 in the top of the 5th inning. We have no outs here. Taylor Graff is coming up to bat, and Megan Richter is standing on third. Why would she be bleeding? Right fielder shaking off that last play a little bit. She just misjudged that ball slightly. Graff taking that first one for a ball. And I'll catch that one. Ugh, no. Can't reach it. I tried. Just gonna grab the ball for him. Couldn't quite reach. 1-1 for Graff. There it is. Did I yank you? And pass ball, but she is not going to go home. She will stay at third for that one. Two and one now here for Graff. And she lines that one up the middle. Sorry. That's going to score Richter from third, and they're going to hold her up at first. No out, RBI single for Graff. And Adeline Rabel is coming into bat here. Who'd she replace? Oh, yeah, she's replacing Maddie Miller. Takes that one for a strike, 1-1. And takes that one for a strike, too. Rabel behind in the count, 1-2. No outs here. And that one's a grounder. They get her at second. Graf in for the slide. She just barely didn't make it. Liz roll up to bat now. High and inside for ball 1. Got 1 out now with a runner on first. Rabel's over at first. Liz Roll thought about it, but she had the better idea to let it go. Ball 2. No, thought the runner was going. They threw it down, but Graf holds up at first. Sorry, Rabel. Graf was just on first. So 3-0 here to roll. And she hits that one, grounder to third. She has trouble with the ball. She bobbles it. She's not able to get her at first. She hesitated a little bit too long when she checked that runner going to 2. With 1 out, you got to know you're firing to first. Maddie Ryder up here now. Runners on first and second with 1 out. Pop that one up. First baseman runs up, goes and grabs it. That one hurts a little bit, but 2 outs. And we have made it back to the top of where we started. Rebecca Heinz coming up to bat. And that one's going back. Nope. They weren't able to judge that one either. She's going to get to second. Roll's going to be held up at third. Rabel is going to score. So she gets a RBI for that. Heinz has come in and really done a great job at hitting the ball. Now Leah French is up to bat. Count is 0-1. Fouled that one straight back into the batter's box. Just sat at her feet and didn't move. Oh and 2 now. Another foul. Fought that one off. Runners are at second and third with 2 outs for the Prescott Cardinals. Wildcats are looking to get out of this and go score a couple of runs so that they don't have to go home early. She takes that one low and outside for ball 1. It's 1-2. And swing and a miss. Gets her swinging. So Hildebrandt will stay in pitching for the Cardinals. Wind kicking up again. That wind is something fierce. Cardinals were able to score 7 runs in that last inning, making the score Prescott Cardinals 20, River Falls Wildcats 0. See if the Cardinals can hold them to a shutout here, or if the Wildcats are able to come back and score some runs. They're going to have to score at least 11 to keep the game going past this inning. Number 5 is going to be starting out for the Wildcats, leading it off. Wilson. And she takes that first one for a strike. Hildebrandt working hard on getting those first pitch strikes. Fouls that one off. And swing and a miss there. Get her on a strikeout. Looks like we may have another substitution. Unofficial pitch count for Hildebrandt. She's at 34 pitches thrown, 12 balls, and 22 strikes. And that is unofficial. That may not include the first inning, as it took me a minute to get my lineups situated to keep track. But at least from inning 2 on, this should be correct. Low and inside, ball 1. Strike on that. She just hit that inside corner there. 1-1 now. That one's low and outside, ball 2. Let's take that one high for a ball 3. 3-1. And grounder straight back to Hildebrandt. Helped her out at second base. They just couldn't get it in time. That's going to be one of their first hits for the game. Burke's now up to the plate. Fouled that one off. 1-1. Huh. Oh, sorry, it's lobby. That's up. I have a hard time reading the jersey numbers when they're so little on the front. Oh, that was a nice hard line hit up the third base. Roll misses that one. She's going to get a single and advance to runner to second. All right, we got one out for Bankston, who is up to bat now. First one is a strike. Runners are on first and second with one out. 0-1. Heads foul ball straight back and into the trees. It's going to make her count 0-2. One is high. 1-2 now. Ooh, that was a pretty looking pitch, but he called that a ball. Might have been a little bit inside. 2-2 to Benson. Oh, yeah. Got her on the called third strike looking. Abaddon now up to bat here. Pitcher for the Wildcats for this game. 2 outs. Ball high and outside. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. That one's right up the middle. They're going to send her home on that. Pitcher's going to cut it. She still throws it. Oh, she looked a little out, but they call her safe at the plate. Runners are going to advance to second and third here with 2 outs. I think if they hadn't cut that ball off at the pitcher, that would have been an out, but that's okay. That's a high fly ball, but it's in play in French. Locates it just a little bit too late to be able to make a play on it, so batter's going to get a little bit of life there. 1-1. Another rocket right up the middle. They cut the ball and don't send home this time, so she is going to get a 2 RBI single on that. Jordan Torres now up to bat. Takes that one high for ball 1. That one might be trouble for the left fielder. That one's going to be foul. She's playing way off the line. Was not going to be able to make it there in time. I think that's Ryder out there. One and one with 2 outs. Runner on first. Ball is high. Two balls, 1 strike. That one is low and inside. Three and 1 now to Torres. Oh, yeah. Oh. Wow. Okay. I guess it was a ball. So she'll take the walk. Chilly with that wind. Trying not to hard breathe into the microphone. Ball 1. 2 outs. Runners on first and second. That one is low and outside. Hildebrandt starting to fall behind in her pitch counts. That one's low and inside. Got a strike there. That one is a ball, and she's going to walk the bases loaded. Hildebrandt started the inning with, like 10 balls thrown. We're almost at 30 balls now with 34 strikes, a 63 total count. About half and half balls and strikes now, where before she was leading with at least 80% strikes. That one's down and in the dirt. Luckily for Prescott, bounced off the umpire and landed in front of French at home plate. There's a strike. 1-1 now, 2 outs. Bases are loaded. That one's foul behind the backstop, out of play. She's at least ahead in her count now. 1-2. Oh yeah, gets her looking. Heck of a way to end a ball game. So that's going to do it for us today here at Jackie Riley Softball Complex. Final score was Prescott Cardinals 20, River Falls Wildcats 3. We will see you next time. We got a lot of softball and baseball coming up, but there's been a ton of reschedules because of weather. So all I can promise you is next week, a lot of softball and baseball. We will see you back Monday, I believe, with a baseball game. There possibly could be a softball game as well. I would have to check the schedule, but thank you all so much for tuning in, and we look forward to seeing you next time.